So now I want to move on to fish, because that's what I said I was going to do last episode. I definitely want to get to the mariculture fish, and for that I have opened up this little area behind my library. So I'm going to actually have my little fishy area right here. I might convert this wall into a fish tank, because I want to see how those work. Basically a fish tank is a way of holding all your fish. I think it's like similar to an arboriculture chest or a the bee chest, where it'll hold just a ton of the things from that mod. So if I look for a fish tank, I can make, I should have some fish in here. No? Yeah. Shouldn't matter what I use. Probably a minnow would work. No? Maybe not. Does it need to be dead? It's not hard to kill a fish if I need a dead fish. Fish tank, it says, oh yeah, it does need to be dead. It's H, so if I kill one, so I'm just going to kill a minnow. I don't think I need those too much. So to kill a fish, all you really got to do is throw it on the ground. And in a few seconds, it'll, there, I think it did it, it'll die and become a raw fish. So now I'm going to put that in there. There we go, fish tank. So if I actually, yeah, come back down, not all the way down, come down to here, and I want to put my fish tank, oh, right here. Sure, why not? Now I have the fish tank right there. So if I come back up here and get my fishes that I have in here, don't need the rod. Don't want that fish. I only want the mariculture fish. And I have a strong box that yeah, here we go, that I used to store all my fish earlier, and so just basically keep them taking up a ton of slots in my ME system. Why is it not going? Go in there. Okay. Apparently you cannot shift click into here. You have to put them in one at a time. So now if I, no, it's gotta have it in slot 1. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, if you put it in whichever fish you have in the first slot, apparently it puts that one as the visual of the tank. Nice. So what if I put one in slot 2? Okay. So slot 2 also shows up. But I don't think I actually want to get a nicer, prettier fish for there, maybe. For slot 2. I don't really want a minnow there. Well, I want there. Maybe a nightfish. Yeah, that looks cool. And what if I put a damsel in slot 4? Nice. And how about a stingray? Okay. That apparently seems to be the limit of what it visually displays. So it shows you the first 3 slots. Makes a very nice decoration that way. And then now I should be able to go ahead and use this to just basically store all the rest of these fish for future use. And you can see that I have 250 pages available for fish. Wow. What happens if I take a damsel fish and put it, oops, where'd it go? Oh yeah, don't click on the arrow when you fish on your cursor, apparently. Because now I have a raw damselfish. Ah, oh, dang, I threw it out. Yeah, that you want to be careful of. Okay, oh, I see. So since I left it on page 2, it's showing just that. Okay, so it's going to show me what's in. Now it's not showing me anything. Okay, apparently when you go to the second page it starts, yeah, that's kind of crappy. I killed my damselfish. So throw it and make another tank out of him. Because apparently, I think that if you put them together, they will, yeah, they do combine texture. Very nice. And yes, that gives me a whole second, another couple pages of fish. And yeah, that looks good. I like that. I'll just leave that there. I will take a stingray and maybe some of the other fish that are in here. A stingray, maybe a squid, and do I have anything else? Maybe a cod. And I will put them in this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got a nice little fish tank with some nice visuals in my enchanting area. Okay, on to the next stage of this. I'm going to need a fish feeder. Okay, and that's going to require 2 more raw fish. So let me just jump back down here and grab 2. I have a lot of cod, so I'm going to use 2 cod. And just going to throw them on the ground for a minute. Yeah. Go to raw cod. Oh. Fish feeder. Well, okay, I don't have any of the stuff I need for that. I need a chest. And I need these. Oh, those are bickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those. Do that, and go with that. There we go. Now I got a fish feeder, and this is the main block for growing your fish and collecting the resources that they produce. So. And the whole reason I wanted to do this is I got a fence here, so I'm just gonna jump in. So I'm finally gonna get to use my big lake of water that I made a long while ago. And then I'll put the fish feeder on the bottom, and hopefully that will. Okay, it tells me that I need. And this interface is interesting. See, it's missing food. You need to put some food. Missing a male fish. Missing a female fish. And these are apparent. I think these are upgrade slots over here. This is your input. This is. Oh, wait, no, I don't know what that. That's probably where you put the fish food in. Just grab me a breath of air real quick. And these are upgrade slots. This is how you can set it to work with redstone. Let's give it a signal. Let's find auto eject disable. Okay, you could even automate this thing apparently, which I might actually end up doing eventually. Let me just fly on up here. So I'm going to need 2 fish to start with. I need a male and a female. I'm just going to go with some tetras so I can figure this out. And if you see the little symbol at the end of their name, that tells you whether they're male or female. That one's a female. I need a male. Do I have a male? There's a male. So now I have a male and a female fish. I toss them in here. Yes, they go in the slot that they need. Unsuitable environment. Hover over its indicator to see its issue. Its indicator. Too hot. No fish food. Too hot. Oh yes, this is a desert environment right here. So maybe I need to look at moving. I thought Neon Tetris liked hot. Oh well. So desert, desert, swamp, forest, 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 forest. And if I move it just barely on the edge of the desert. Grab that. Oh shoot. Did I kill him? No, they're alright. Probably makes a difference when they're in water. So right here is forest. So if I put it there, toss that in there now. Of course it's unsuitable, but what is it? It's too cold. They don't like the desert because it's too hot, and they don't like the forest because it's too cold. Let's try the swamp. Isn't there swampland over here too? Yeah, there's swampland. Maybe that will work. Let me try this one more time. See what to say this time. Too cold. Okay. Well, I'd like to get this to work this episode. Okay, I'm gonna do a little research, see if I can't figure out what to do. I might have to switch up to a different fish to start with just to do this testing, but I will be back once I get this a little bit more figured out. Okay, so I went ahead and moved it back into the desert. I still need to get some food, but what I did is I just went ahead and made a standard cooling upgrade. We'll look at that real quick. There's all these different upgrades you can do with Mariculture. They start out at the basic level, move up to the standard level, then there's an advanced, and then an ultimate level. So the standard, you just use some snowballs and a block of snow and these cooling fans, which is a relatively simple recipe. Now if I was to put them in a different environment where they needed heat, I would use this one, which is iron, some silicon carbide, which, yeah, I decided it was easier to cool them down than it was to heat them up. Anyway, so, and then there's some other upgrades. Purity, I'm not sure how that one works with the fish and stuff, but make sure that I'm not drowning here. There we go. So now all I need to do is feed them. I could also upgrade the capacity, which would just allow me to store more fish food in there. So to feed them, I need to get some fish meal. There's a lot of different ways, or a lot of different fish that you can use to do that, but basically you have to feed fish with fish. So if I look at fish meal, all the recipes require basically throwing another fish, raw fish, not a live one, into your crafting grid and getting fish meal out of it. Different Mariculture fish give you different amounts. You can see the basic vanilla fish only gives you one. So. But I have quite a bit of extra cod. So I'm just going to use 4 of those. I'm just going to toss them out so that they die. And as soon as they stack up, now that they're all raw cod, I can go ahead and pull fish meal out. And if I jump down here and toss that into the fish feeder, okay, look at that, it's starting to work. And the neon tetras have no complaints now. They are doing their thing. They should go through and complete their life cycle, so I'm going to cut, I'm going to be back as soon as those are doing some more, as soon as I figure out what they're doing, and I'll show you the results. Okay, while I'm waiting for my fish to do their fishy thing down there, I figured it's going to be necessary for me to start doing some auto fishing to get all the fish food that I'm going to need for my fishies, and I'm also going to need a lot of fish for one of the Hell's Kitchen quests. So I want to go ahead and make a Mine Factory Reloaded auto fisher. So I'm going to need one of these, and that will give me the fishery, or the fisher. But at the same time, I want an automatic fisher from the... Is that a dead fish? Yeah, that's a dead fish. So jump down and grab a fish out of here real quick. What do I got? I still got quite a bit of cod. So I need to, yeah, I want a fisher from automatic fisher from both. SH. Do not. What does that say? Wooden fishing poles. Whoops. Polished. Okay. Polished planks. Polished log. Fish oil in a vat. Okay, it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that right at this time, so I will have to just settle for the auto Mine Factory Reloaded auto fisher for the time being. I will work on getting some more stuff set up for the next episode for the other automatic fishery solution. So what? Whoops! Give me that back. Should have brought a sky block. That's okay. What I can do. Let's take a quick look while I'm right here. Oh, see, they've made some produce or some product over here, which is just water drops. And I've got neon tetras. I think what I might try next, after the neon tetras finish their life cycles, I might try the enderfish. And then in the next episode, I'm going to get into maybe a little bit of fish breeding, and I'm also, next episode, going to start to do some more bee breeding and tree breeding. So next episode will be all about breeding, and I will also be getting my automatic or some better solutions. I'm going to get some gendistry solutions set up for the bees up there in that little area where I currently have my two apiaries. But right now I want to come out here a little ways, and I want to set up this Tesseract right there. Go ahead and break this stone column. I don't really need that, but what I want to do is set this fishery to start fishing. I'm going to put this on the main frequency, and I want to set it to send items. Doesn't need to do anything with fluid, and it needs to receive energy. So, and then it needs to be on the main frequency. I'll immediately give this some power, and then it's going to start working. And as soon as that, you know, as it makes fish, it's going to send it back into my system up there. So alright. Nothing more to do with that. That'll just keep making regular old fish for me. Vanilla fish, I guess. Vanilla flavored fish. Yeah. I prefer chocolate fish. Anyway, once I've got some fish going and I get some other parts made for Mariculture, I'll be able to make one of their auto fishers, and I think it requires energy as well, so I'll just put it off to the other side of this Tesseract when I get that done. And let me go see if the fish have finished. They have finished, and we see we've got two raw neon tetras that, okay, they died basically at the end of their life cycle. So I can use those to make more fish food or craft with, and it gave me fish eggs. So yeah, I want to get to that part of the fishing thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I did get my stone walls installed, and my stone walls out here, and this is a Mariculture thing where I showed you how to do the lumber mill. Really great for decorative blocks. Anyway, back to the fish stuff. There's another block that I need to make, or another thing, and I might need to go ahead and look in my book real quick, because I am not remembering how to do it, And I'll just look at that real quick. See, fish and fish breeding. And you get this book if you make a rod, a fishing rod, and it gives you all this nice information about how to get started, make bait, sifter. We did that way back. And then, okay, here's how to fish oil to produce polished sticks, polished titanium sticks. In order to do that, you obtain fish oil. You need to melt fish in a crucible furnace. So I will have to put together a crucible furnace sometime between now and the next episode, or maybe show that all on the next episode, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to running over time at this point. It shows you the recipe for the fish food. There's what I'm looking for right here. So this is the incubator. That's what I need to look up. And it apparently has two different kinds of blocks. So if I look up incubator base and incubator top. So I need an incubator base, which I don't have any of that stuff. I can get the light blue color. I can get the, does it require hardened clay? Light blue stained hardened clay. It does require that specific block. So I'm going to need some hardened clay. You might as well just go ahead and get the 8 that it needs. Toss those in this furnace since it's not busy. And okay, maybe I'm gonna need some white stained clay, so I might as well get some more. I guess I should have went ahead and got those another 8. And I'll throw those in one of these furnaces over here real quick. And wait while I'm waiting for that. See what else I can get going. I need a copper battery. Probably can do that. And that's for the base. I need a heater coil, which is this silicon stuff. Oops. A couple bits of clay. And I need 6 of those. So I need more clay than that even. I'll just go ahead and toss a stack of those back in the system so I don't have to keep coming back to it. And if I look at this, grab a stack of those out. I'll probably need some for the future. So do I have, what am I missing now? I'm still missing my light blue stained clay, so I should be able to make that now. Great. So that I should be able, there we go. My incubator base. Now I need 2 incubator tops. Yeah, that's already ready to go. Incubator tops, which is, I think I should have a couple bits of raw fish in there. What I might not have is the, oh, here's my raw fish. 1, 2 of those, and there's my, that should be everything I need to put this together. I want to put it right, actually want it right here, because I believe it requires power, and if I put it right here it should be able to attach to that power line, I hope. Looks like it. Looks like it's attached to the power line quite by itself, or without no problem. Look inside the interface. Yeah, it's receiving power. Great. Although it's the middle block's not rendering exactly the way I expected, but that should be okay. So now if I just put my fish egg in here, it'll incubate it and grow up to be big fishies. I'm just going to wait on that for a second because it doesn't seem like it's going to take too long. And I should be able to get... oh, well, maybe not. Okay. Looks like that's going to take longer than I expected. So... oh, wow, look at that. It's got 69 eggs remaining. So it's probably going to need to go through this a whole bunch of times. And presumably, occasionally I'm going to get some outputs over here of some adult fish. So I'm going to take a cut. I will be back after this completes its cycle. Okay, I'm back and my incubator has completed all of its cycles. And it appears that I got a bunch of neon tetras out of that. Some females, some males. I know that if by some weird coincidence you would end up not having a male and a female breeder, it will like automatically shift one of the fish over to the other gender if that was the case, but I apparently got both. What I have done in the meantime is I've gone ahead and I moved my the fish feeder over here to the forest biome again because I want to work on night fish. They required a much colder environment than I was able to get using the cooling upgrades, and even with 2 of these advanced cooling upgrades I was not able to get it cold enough in the desert area for them to work. So I moved it over here to the forest. It was still too hot for them, so I applied another cooling upgrade, and that got them to the right temperature. And they also required that it be an ethereal area. Now, if I was in a magic biome, I wouldn't need this upgrade, but I just went ahead and crafted an ethereal upgrade. And we'll look at that real quick. That is this one right here. Take some ender pearls, an ender eye, diamond. It's an expensive recipe for sure. I got that going, and now I need to feed them and get some fish meal. I think I'm going to go ahead and grind up a few more of these cod, maybe some more of these neon tetras, since I don't think I'm going to need those. So if I just throw those all out real quick and then pick them back up. I can get me some fish food out of them a little bit. And hopefully that's enough for these guys to finish up their life cycle. Good, they started working now. Didn't get anything else special out of the breeder. I'm not sure that you are supposed to get anything extra out of the breeder. I think you should just get the fish. So I'll go ahead and grab them out of there. And I'm just going to toss them in this chest. I really like the fish tank. Unfortunately, since I can't shift click my stuff into it, I am probably not going to end up using it too much, other than to maybe you know, store backup breeding pairs. And I'll use this tank or this box to store some upgrades and the current fish that I'm working with. So, and to get a lot of those fish, I'm going to have to do some crossbreeding to get other fish species, pretty similar to the way bees work. Unfortunately, I'm way past my wrapping up time. I got to show you all the stuff I'm doing to process my metals, and that's been going pretty well. The high oven is just way overfull of stuff right now. I don't know what's up with the slag. The slag's not being deposited into the export place where it's supposed to. It might not like that position of the thing. I might need to change that up. I found a little trick because I ran out of space on these export buses. Something I am going to do in the future is I've attached a storage bus here and set it to only store these particular things so that when they enter the system they should automatically get shuffled over there. Problem with that is once that duct gets full, they'll end up back in the regular system, but that won't be an issue once the backlog is cleared. So that's a little thing I thought of that might help save me a bunch of export buses. Anyway, again, way past wrapping up time. Next episode, it's going to be more fish. I'll get into how to make the titanium. I'm going to get into some more mariculture stuff, and maybe I can touch on the bees. I want to get into making the genetic things, gendustry. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to get into the gendustry stuff for the bees and trees. So this stuff over here works okay, but it's very slow going. The gendustry will let me speed through everything. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you didn't, tell me what I'm doing wrong, how I can make it better. I'd love to hear anything. So again, catch you next time, hopefully. Later.